Hello there everyone. Guys, what's going on with XRP? What's going on with Ripple? What are the price targets for Ripple? What is the likelihood of Ripple actually winning the lawsuit very soon? And what is the likelihood of the pump of XRP? And what would be the target of that pump if Ripple would have actually won the case? So this is something I really wanted to discuss today, and what are the time frames and the prices, exact predictions, etc., and everything that has happened so far and everything that is important when it comes to XRP versus SEC lawsuit. So this video is going to summarize all of it. I'm going to also offer my personal humble opinion. So anyway, guys, before we jump into it, before we talk about the chart and the price targets, etc., and everything that is happening, we have to discuss all the developments and what is happening, because there's a lot of stuff, really, quite frankly. Before we get into it, remember, in one of my previous videos, we were giving away the last Rolex, but the person actually didn't have $100 in the BuyBit account, so we still have one Rolex left to give away to you guys. Here is the box that you can win, and we're gonna be happily sending you this box with a Submariner to anywhere in the world. So the only way for you to participate is to use my link down in the description of this video to BuyBit. And if you already have an account, you can create a new one using my link, and it still is gonna count, and then deposit money into it. And number one, the special benefits you're gonna get are ridiculous. You'll get up to $30,000 in deposit bonuses, up to $30,000. Also, if you deposit just $100 and maintain this balance and are an active trader over on BuyBit, you will automatically enter into a Rolex giveaway. And one more Rolex is left, and we're probably going to do more watches after this Rolex is given away as well. Also, if you deposit more than $500, you'll get my famous paid crypto course for absolutely free, sent to your email within 3 days. And lastly, all deposited users get access to my crypto signal community for absolutely free. There is the link down in the description of this video to this community. And this is exactly where we post all of my personal trades as well as the trades of my team. There are 30,000 traders here which you can communicate with, learn from. So it's an incredible community, really. And our results of our members are absolutely staggering. And you can see those here under trade results, and I mean, it would take me forever to go through all of this. So 140%, 19%, 20%, 40, 70%, absolutely incredible. And all you need to do is join this VIP signal section, and for this, all you need is your BuyBit UID, and again, you have to use my link down in the description of this video to sign up with BuyBit, and you get all these perks for absolutely free. And BuyBit is a great exchange to trade on anyway. So enjoy these bonuses, and let's get back to the content. All right, so first things first is we have to break it all apart in bits and pieces. So here, US lawmakers are actually currently raising a lot of question marks over Gensler's tactics. So Gary Gensler has been doing a lot of weird stuff, and the actual US lawmakers are starting to question his tactics, even themselves from the same bunch, so to speak. So, and this is very important for us, because this actually dictates the potential course as to the development of the case itself. Because remember, the main argument right now is that former SEC director of the Division of Corporation Finance, William Hinman, said that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. So right now they're fighting on these Hinman documents to just be public and just for everybody to see that, you know, SEC is actually full of shit. Before the SEC summary judgment reply brief filing, the SEC made at least 6 attempts to shield the documents under the attorney-client privilege. Bunch of nonsense. So basically, the filing gives presiding Judge Torres another Hinman speech-related document ruling to consider, and another reason for the SEC to consider settling. But this is basically exactly what has been happening with the Hinman documents anyway. And this is also, there is a lot of criticism when it comes to the current ongoing situation, and it doesn't really help when it comes to LBRY, as you might remember. So let's go through this. So furthermore, although that the overall case outcome remains a matter of speculation, the crypto community has closely followed the matter between the SEC and the blockchain-based sharing platform, which is LBRY, which is, you might remember, SEC went after it, and then it actually lost the lawsuit against SEC, and SEC was happy because it was a precedent and that they can actually go after Ripple. As it says here, that particularly SEC sued LBRY for offering its LBC tokens without registering with the regulator. However, the judge ruled that LBC tokens are only considered securities at the time of direct sale. Therefore, they actually are not securities. So the same thing goes for this. So XRP could theoretically just settle with SEC, pay a fine for offering them which would have been deemed illegal, but it wouldn't render the whole XRP thing a security. So this could be absolutely huge. So the tables have already turned very, very much. And as it says here, that with the favorable ruling for LBRY, there's an increasing claimer for XRP's relisting. So this is already looking very, very positive. And just in general, there is a very huge growing momentum behind the movement that is raising the question of whether it will succeed in pressuring the exchanges to relist XRP. But that time will tell. And right now, the actual most important date for us is the summary judgment in March of 2023. So this is very important to understand. So this is basically the most important developments. However, what SEC is trying to do now is kind of going from the other angle, because I feel like SEC is actually starting to lose this. So, and they understand this, and Gary Gensler understands this. So right now there is a huge crackdown on cryptocurrencies and just in general on crypto in the United States that could be done for a very specific reason. Hear me out before we move to the chart. This is exceptionally important. So as you might have learned in the recent days or even hours, SEC actually charged Terraform and CEO Doc One with defrauding investors in crypto schemes. Listen, Doc One has been out in the wind for so long. Terra Luna has collapsed so long ago, and SEC didn't do crap about it. And right now they're suddenly going out and charging Terraform and CEO Doc One with, I mean, it makes no sense. The only reason that we think that this could be happening right now, and you can read the whole thing at the SEC's website, so they are trying to set some kind of precedent for, you know, an actual victory of them trying to charge something. I don't know how they're going to pursue this going from here, but this looks like a very desperate move and attempt to set some kind of legal precedent that they can later on use in other cases as well. Same thing is actually the situation with BUSD and Paxos, when crypto firm Paxos is about to face SEC charges and was ordered to stop minting Binance's stablecoin, and SEC was saying but that BUSD and the Binance stablecoin is actually a security, which is just ridiculous. But this could be feeding the same exact narrative that SEC is going from the other angle right now, and they're trying to set as much precedent of them winning over something and classifying something as a security as possible, so that they can later on use it in, for example, the lawsuit against XRP, which would potentially outweigh, in their view, everything that they've been actually forced to admit, like Hinman situation. So the same thing goes for United States SEC targeting crypto staking with Kraken crackdown. So they went after Kraken in a very malicious and a very vicious way, and then said, oh, you guys could have just registered. I mean, we all know that if it were that simple, Kraken would have registered. So it was just bullying. And what they're also trying to set precedent with going after staking. Everything is a security, etc. That later on, that they have enough time to do all of this, they can actually go and try to push the same kind of a narrative in the XRP lawsuit. So in this way, potentially, with this huge crypto crackdown, they're actually trying to balance the scales and therefore use it also in the XRP lawsuit. So this brings us to the chart, because we've seen some kind of consolidation, huge, to be honest, consolidation in XRP chart, and we've actually seen previously, let's go to the daily chart, this very important squeeze that we actually called a perfect target of about 50 cents right here. So right now, this just goes and feeds into this general bigger squeeze that this chart has been like this, guys, for a very long time. And we're gonna talk about my targets and what could actually happen, what am I personally expecting, because am I holding XRP? The answer is absolutely yes. But I'm gonna explain it as to why I'm holding it, and you're gonna be quite surprised. So here, the purple dotted line is the actual middle of March of this year, which is when we are expecting this summary judgment from Judge Torres in the actual case. So this could be the moment, the pivotal moment for final resolution of this lawsuit. However, as it says in these articles, they could still postpone it, they could still, fight it. So it could actually be prolonged deeper into 2023. But this is right now the potential light at the end of the tunnel. So which means that let's talk about what could potentially happen if they were to win this lawsuit, or at least even just settle with SEC. Number one, this would be mega bullish for the whole crypto space, because it would be so much more difficult for SEC and Gary Gensler to go after all other cryptocurrencies, labeling all of them securities because they would have such a huge precedent. If they would win, number one, the whole crypto market would rally. But specifically XRP, in my personal humble opinion, let's go to the weekly chart, I think that it would just absolutely explode. And my target for this explosion, in case if they would win or just settle, would be, again, we have one top formation, another one, and I think that this would just cancel out the potential for a double top formation to the downside and create huge FOMO effect and a huge speculative pump. And remember, speculative. And this is the reason why I'm holding a lot of XRP. I'm not holding it because I love XRP or really I'm a fan of their ecosystem, whatever, or their utility. You can, always argue about all these things, whether they have it or not. But the reason why I'm holding XRP is because from what I'm seeing right now, there is a good chance of them actually winning the lawsuit or at least settling. So, and if they would, I think that there would be a huge speculative explosion where people would just FOMO in. And we're going to see this kind of a breakout in this vicinity or, a bit later, who knows. And then we'll see if it's going to be a positive ruling on this lawsuit. This would just jump. I think it would propel the price of XRP to the target of about $1.30. So that would be, let's measure it from the current price, that would be about a 250% pump. That would be just fueled by nothing but speculation and FOMO and the chase after quick buck and quick income. And certainly if we're going to go to a bigger time frame and in general what would happen with XRP in the next bull market, my prediction remains the same as long as they actually win the lawsuit. That is going to be the price target of about at least $10 to anywhere like $30, depending on mass adoption, what's going to happen in the market, what kind of participants are going to be participating, what's going to be with the regulation, inflation, recession, etc. There are so many variables, so that's why putting precise price target is just simply impossible at this point. We can only adjust it as we go, seeing all the factors come to fruition. So anywhere, this would be the actual price target. And when you can actually expect this to happen is anywhere from 2025, January of 2025 to 2026. So in this vicinity. But before then, we're going to certainly see a resolution, and this could be the target, long-term target. But short-term speculative target is going to be about $1.30, in my opinion. Certainly, it goes without saying that if they lose, oh well, there's going to be just as much speculation to the downside, shorting-wise, as there would be potentially to the upside, just speculatively, which can result in huge pumps because there's a lot of money on the sidelines right now that could go into this kind of speculative trading, and this could actually crush XRP tremendously. But let's be quite positive and leave it at the potential for the pump. So let me know what you guys think about XRP down in the comments right now. Check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade cryptocurrencies with proper risk and money management so you actually make money and not lose money like most other traders. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Kralov. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.